Having our Drug Awareness Month. And to kick that off, we're talking about not smoking and not using alcohol and making a pledge to why we're growing and developing not to make bad choices. So refusal skills to say no. And I'd like to introduce you to our guest speaker today. This is Officer Doug with the Lake Travis Police Department. Can you clap for him?
Wildcats. I normally work at the high school, Lake Travis High School, so it's fun to be with y'all today. I'm here to talk to y'all about some safety things. First of all, alcohol. Alcohol is against the law for people under 21 years old. It's a depressant that slows down your brain and nervous system. So depressant just means it slows everything down. It makes you, everything in your body relax, even your brain. Alcohol is harmful to your developing brain and can cause seizures or coma in children. It's really dangerous when you're little and your body is growing. It's legal for adults at a certain age, but that's because their body and brains have developed enough to handle it with moderation. If someone offers you alcohol, say no. Say no, I don't want to take something that affects my health. You can say, no, I'm an athlete, and I take care of my body, and it will affect my performance. You can say, no, I want to remember what I did tonight and enjoy my friends. Throughout the lesson in this month, you're going to be learning PE class, the long-term effects of alcohol. You'll learn the signs of a poisoning or an overdose, and how to respond and who to contact for help. If someone's had alcohol and you think they're having trouble. Smoking and vaping. It is against the law for kids. Inhalants and household products can cause physical damage to your lungs, help you breathe. Vaping and smoking is really harmful. Instead of the clean air and the beautiful cedar pollen we should be breathing, if you're breathing smoke, or you're breathing anything out of a vape, that goes in your lungs instead. It takes the place of that clean air and the oxygen that your blood needs to get it to all your muscles and your brain to think. So with that one, we're just going to say no to cigarettes and smoking and vaping, and get help from a trusted adult. And do you see any in this room? Who are they? You. Who else? Prescription drugs. They're ordered by a doctor, so if you've got a medical condition and there's some medicines that could help, the doctor will say, hey, this is what you need and this is how much you need. They're written to a patient. The label will have the patient's name on it and the instructions on how to take that kind of medicine. Okay, some are pills, some are liquid, some you get a shot. But they're very specific for that person and whatever illness that they have. So that's a prescription drug. So never take someone else's medicine because it could be poisonous for you. If the prescription was written just for them and whatever they're going through. Over-the-counter medicine can be purchased by adults, and it's more like aspirin, vitamins, things like that. It's for general health, or it's got a lower dose. And so you want to make sure you follow the instructions on how many to take and how often. It'll say on there 1 a day, every 24 hours. Misuse medicines, it can damage your liver and the other organs in your body. And call 911 if someone gets sick because of medicine. And the police, the EMS, and the firefighters will all show up and help them out. Legal consequences, okay? Most of the time, you want to see me. I'm here to help, and I'm a friendly guy. But there can be legal consequences to using drugs and alcohol when you're underage. If you're under the age of 21, using alcohol is against the law. An officer will, if they find you with, not even with alcohol, if we can detect it on your breath or it smells like you've been consuming alcohol, we'll contact your parents. It's a Class C misdemeanor. There's just different levels of crimes. So that was up here. There's a fine involved, $500. which I don't know if you'll have jobs yet. Anybody? You do? Okay. But your parents will probably have to pay $500, and they might make you make it up. Hope they do. And you'll do community service hours, and there could be a suspension of your driver's license if you have it, like you're 16 and you're drinking alcohol. They'll take that driving privilege away. If you're 17 or older, the fine even goes up higher. Because you're older, you should know better. It's a $2,000 fine, jail confinement, go to jail with the bars. 180 days can be, and they'll suspend your driver's license completely. You have to go through and prove that you're worthy and trustworthy to be able to be on the road again and drive. With drugs, taking prescription medicines that aren't yours, we talked about that before. That is illegal. It's against the law. If the drugs are for somebody else, you can't take them. If your prescription drugs are written for you, you can't give them to somebody else. Even if you think that they have the same thing that you have. Marijuana is a plant that's grown and it's smoked kind of like a cigarette, and that's illegal too. It can also be in the form of the vapes, the pens. It's going into there now. So then it's like double whammy. That stuff is really strong, and you don't know what's in it nowadays. Really dangerous things. They're a misdemeanor. So again, we're kind of at this level. Court fees. They put you on probation until you're 18, which means, hey, you're growing up and you're wanting to get some freedom and independence, but somebody's going to be watching you. So if you're found with drugs or alcohol, you'll get some counseling too. They'll recommend counseling, community service. You'll be picking up trash on the weekends instead of hanging out with your friends. So there are definitely consequences. The vaping and smoking, purchasing, or using these products when you're under age 18 is against the law. Probably one of the more common things we encounter at the high school. And so we try to put a stop to that because it is really tough on your body and they're very dangerous. Minor possession of tobacco is also a Class C misdemeanor. And the fine for that is up to $200, and you'll be required to attend tobacco awareness classes and do more community service for those two. So there's a lot of consequences for it. Just don't start, and you'll be fine. Your body will continue to grow and stay healthy, and you'll keep making good decisions. I know during this month you're going to be signing a pledge. I love so much of the school spirit here. So we have Bobcat pride too in our family, and I love the pledges y'all do and how much pride you have in being a Bobcat. This is going to be a pledge that I hope y'all make for yourselves and for your health and for me. I'd rather see y'all like this than in another circumstance. So you'll learn strategies to avoid weapons and violence, characteristics of a safe home and school, hazards of unsupervised and improper handling of guns and weapons, and safety procedures that can be used in various situations. There are a bunch of healthy alternatives to drugs, alcohol, and smoking. Playing sports. Anybody in here playing sports? Okay, thank you. Awesome. I do too. Band and instruments. Anybody music? Band? Good, because I am not. And the world needs music and musicians. This one's important to me. So doing things with your friends means that you'll have time to be with the right people. If you have all these consequences of doing drugs or smoking or something like that, you're going to be taken away from your friends. If you choose the right friends, they're going to help you and encourage you to make the right decisions, and you'll get to hang out with your friends all the time. So make a pact with your friends to not use drugs, and I want you to care about your health and your body, because you get one, and it's all yours. So go to the movies, high five, urban air, jump around, play, hike, run, ride your bike, and go to the park. Hey, thanks for letting me come be with y'all today.